At forward, 6'7" from Kansas, number 34. At guard, 6'5" from Michigan, number 11, Jamal Crawford. The man in the middle, 6'11" from Texas A&M, number 6, DeAndre Jordan. And at forward, 6'10" from Oklahoma, number 32, Blake Griffin. At guard, 6 foot from Wake Forest, number 3, Chris Hall. Doc Rivers is the head coach for your home team. Ladies and gentlemen, your Los Angeles Clippers.
Welcome, everyone, and what a game we have for you tonight as we get set to bring you NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Clippers hoping to give a strong showing here for their home crowd. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Rockets team. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
Yeah, plenty of familiarity in this matchup. Last season, they were knocked out of the playoffs by this club.
Exactly. Dispatched in the conference semis, and so they'd be forgiven for wanting a little revenge in this game. They should be highly motivated.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Harden and Ariza filling out the perimeter. Modiunas and Howard the post pair, and it's Beverly in at the 1 spot. Now here's Paul. Here's Griffin. Rebounded by Howard.
And Dwight Howard, a former 3-time Defensive Player of the Year, still remains a fearsome presence in the paint.
Lets it fly, and that one's good. Beverly. On offense, here are the Clippers. 4-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And really, given how they performed offensively, guys, they just never had a chance.
Yeah, and you can see their frustration growing and growing as they continue to come up empty on their possessions. By the end, they were just happy to watch the clock wind down and move on. Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Outside, Pierce. Top of the key, Griffin. Stolen by Harden. Beverly against Crawford. Ariza has the open look. Kept alive. Harden right side. Griffin against Modiunas. Harden outside. There's a screen by Modiunas. It's Harden with the drive, and it's blocked by Jordan. And pushing it up, here's the Clippers. Griffin leading the charge. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
When you're talking about the greatest clutch players ever, that list needs to include Paul Pierce. I mean, he slowed down a bit, no doubt, but don't let that fool you. If you give him any kind of look at the end of the game, he'll cut your heart out.
Looking back at Paul Pierce's career, Clark, so many game winners, none more impressive than his jumper over Dwayne Wade in the first round of the 2010 playoffs.
Yeah, you know, Shaq nicknamed him the Truth for good reason. I mean, Pierce grew up in L.A. and reportedly dreamed of playing with the Lakers. Ironic that he instead became one of the Celtics' all-time greats.
Here's Paul, following the score by Trevor Ariza. The shot by Pierce will not go.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Harden gets to Ariza. Goes up on the high post. And too long on the shot. For the Houston Rockets, they come in off a good outing against Sacramento.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
And here is Monty Eunice after the three-pointer from Jamal Crawford. Beverly wide open, trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Clippers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. The drive by Paul, and it's all evened up. Paul's got his first 2 points of the night.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop. Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
Well, you know, Hall of Famer and 3-time champion Kevin McHale, the Rockets coach, did nothing but find success and win as a player. And, you know, that's been the same song for him as a coach.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Josh Smith, he's checked in for Griffin. Lance Stevenson comes in for Pierce. And J.J. Redick is subbed in for Jamal Crawford.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Stevenson kicks to Paul. Jordan the screen. Paul against Lawson. Tries from 10, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. We've got 1:28 left in the first quarter. They get a hand on it. And now Paul pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Great anticipation and awareness to come up with the steal and trigger the fast break.
And now just a one-possession game thanks to that quick hitter. Outstanding play in the open court.
Now here's Howard. A 14-point game for him in the win against Sacramento.
And how about the job he did rebounding as well, guys? I mean, just a dominant performance on the glass.
And so here is Houston. 6 to shoot. Lawson dishes to Jones. Howard, the pass to Lawson. Here's Jones. No good. And the Clippers will come the other way. Pass to Paul. Screen by Smith. Paul kicks to Jordan. There's the 3. And another 3 from Paul. Paul's got 9.
The D just sagged off just enough and no hesitation on his part.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Jones. That is in there. Lawson with the assist. There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Paul. 17 points for him last game against the Warriors in Oakland. 13 feet away. He squares up and sinks it. He's got 11.
Chris Paul has got that hot hand going.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 2. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center. And Blake Griffin grew up playing the game alongside his older brother. His dad was his coach, and he credits his brother for inspiring him to work at his craft.
You know, watching him kind of go through the process of he started to get, you know, recruited by college coaches, and then he, you know, really took.
Well, talking about taking the right course, we know that the older brother of Blake Griffin, 3 years older, you know, he played, as did Blake, for their dad Tommy in high school, and they were terrific high school players and 4-time state champions.
I mean, it always helps to have a big brother who's kind of been there and done that and can share those experiences with you. Doesn't hurt to have a dad also who's a pro player either, and also a college coach.
And we got a close game here as we get back to the second quarter. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, What have they been doing or not doing?
Just the start they're looking for in this game. Solid offensively through the first.
Very crisp and sharp, not much stagnation at all on offense.
This is how the floor looks for the Rockets starting the second. Lawson out there with Thornton. Then there's Brewer. Then there's Terrence Jones. And it's Monty Eunice in at the 4. Not to the surprise of anyone, really, but the Clippers last year were strong at home once again. They managed to go 30-11 at Staples Center.
Yeah, and Kevin, that makes 3 straight seasons for the Clippers of 30 or more wins at home.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Brewer's shot is off. The Clippers in the lead. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. That's on Terrence Jones.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are. You know, the big thing for the Clippers is that they won some big games in Staples over tough opponents. I mean, also won 6 of their last 7 to secure the 3 seed in the West.
And one issue with the Clippers at home is that it didn't feel like they were at home. But Blake Griffin said home court advantage is just not there for us. And this is on the heels of a loss where the crowd was cheering for the other team louder than the Clippers at times. I love the low post attack on that one.
Rivers kicks to Griffin. And oh, here we go with Thornton with nobody back. Finished off the break. Thornton's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Well, that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, nice job there, Greg. Recognizing the opportunity was there to push it, and then excellent execution.
And he finishes the break with a lay-in. Beverly's got his second basket of the night. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers with the hustle stats for Houston.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
That's a nice job of getting the ball in the paint and burying the shot. That's exactly how it's done.
Ball's knocked loose. And now here's Rivers, the fast break opportunity. Trips down the breakaway slam.
The defense to start and ignite that play was terrific, and I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
And really look for them now to be even more aggressive on the defensive side. Try to come up with a few more steals.
And Beverly kicks to Jones. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
You're all about imposing your will offensively, getting exactly the kind of looks their coach drew up.
Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rivers kicks to Griffin. Tries from 10. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And one thing that's made such a difference to Blake Griffin's game, the improved free throw shooting. He shot a career-high 73% from the charity stripe last year. The 4th season in a row that he's bettered himself in that category.
Let's use this break for a quick look at the squads that really made it happen on the fast break last season. In second, the Rockets.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the number.